All right, welcome to step one in this video course of Hodl520 and starting to use Bitcoin. In this step, the first step of Hodl520, we're going to talk about buying your first $500 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, and if you have $500 that you can put into it, invest right now, great, you can do that. But you can also do this over a recurring time period, whether it's weekly or monthly. You can buy $10 a week, right? And that would add up to $500 over the course of the year. You could buy $40 a month. That would also add up to almost $500 a year. Probably would need to do probably like $42 a month. And you can adjust the increments that you want to buy it in. So this is totally doable. So where are you going to buy this Bitcoin? That's what we're going to talk about first, right? You're going to go to a Bitcoin exchange, right? And I'll have some links in the below the video for you to go to. For this video, I'm going to recommend that you use Swan Bitcoin if you live in the United States. And if you live in Canada, I'm going to recommend that you use Bitcoin Well. I'll have a link for both of those in below the video here. Now, what is a Bitcoin exchange? A Bitcoin exchange, it's simple. It's a service, right? It's a digital online service where you will exchange dollars for Bitcoin, right? That's what the exchange is all about. Sometimes they're called a Bitcoin broker or other things, but you've probably heard of some of these places before. And the reason I'm recommending these two places to you is because I've worked with lots of people to help them get started. And these are two of the very easiest, all right? And that's why you want to start off easy. You want to keep this simple and get started as pain-free as possible using Bitcoin. I love this because using these methods, it is quicker and easier than opening up a bank account, and definitely easier than opening up an investment account to buy stocks, bonds, mutual funds, etc. Right? So these Bitcoin exchanges are super easy to use, and you will be able to do this no problem at all. Okay, you're going to need a few things to do this, and I highly recommend you do this with a smartphone. Okay, and you're going to see why as we talk about this, but a smartphone is just going to be the simplest way to do this. It has everything you're going to need in order to open up this account, besides a couple of physical things, right? In addition to a smartphone, you're going to need your email address, you're going to need your phone number, you're going to need your bank info as well. So you'll need the routing number and the account number for your bank in order to open up an account with Swan Bitcoin. For you Canadian users, you can use e-transfers, the Interact system with Bitcoin Well to transfer money over as well. Now, also, in addition to that, you're going to need, in the United States, you're going to need a social security number. If you're using Swan Bitcoin, you won't if you're using Bitcoin Well, not usually at least. And in Canada, I don't believe you're going to need your social. I can't remember the name. You Canadians know what I'm talking about though. Anyways, I don't believe you use that, but you may need to take a selfie. You may need to verify your identification, right? So you will need a photo ID and the ability to take a selfie, which again is why I'm recommending that you use a smartphone, because it's going to keep things simple. All right, and when you click on the links below, it's going to take you to either Swan or Bitcoin Well, and you will start this process. It'll walk you right through, and it's straightforward, it's easy to use. Most everyone that I've done this with has done it super easily. If you need more help, I do have here in school and a service, a guide, a step-by-step guide that will walk you through each and every step. Has little photos and everything so you know where you're supposed to be, you know what you're doing. I also will give you recommendations on services that you can use to help you set things up if you're really challenged. If you just hate technology and all that and you want someone to handhold you live, that can happen too. Again, that's all in my paid course here on School, which is also a community, and you'll get access to the community as well to help and to contribute. Hopefully after you get started, you will want to contribute and help us to spread this message of Hodl520 to as many people as possible. I have a personal goal over the next year to get 1 million people involved in Bitcoin using Hodl520. Every person that does it makes the Bitcoin network more powerful, makes Bitcoin more valuable, and makes the benefits of Bitcoin accessible to even more people throughout the world. And again, like I talked about in the intro, there's people in the world that have never had access to tools and fair money like Bitcoin, and it is going to be absolutely revolutionary and life-changing for them, which is a big part of why I'm doing this. So To get started, you'll click on one of the links below, either the Swan link for US citizens or the Bitcoin Well link for Canadian citizens, and you'll be taken to that process where you'll start to set up your Bitcoin account. Straightforward. And again, if you need help, you can use my paid course, and you'll get a year's membership in the community as well with that, and that'll help you get on your way starting to use Bitcoin. And also, just so you know, you can, for both those services, you can do recurring buys. You can set those up as well and choose to buy on a periodic basis, whether it's every week or every month, and the amount that you want to do. I would recommend, if you want to do $500 over a year, buy $10 a week or $42 a month, right? So that is step one: buy $500 worth of Bitcoin. We'll see you in the next lesson, where we're going to talk about setting up a safe wallet and moving that Bitcoin to your safe wallet.